What's happening, boys? Christy and I just jamming to the radio on this fine fall day here at the New England Motorcycle Museum on this classic Honda Aspencade. This is a really cool piece. This was massaged for about, well, Sil told me he had about 40 hours into this thing, and it's not hard to imagine that's the case. Sil Furtado is the previous owner of this Aspencade. He's a Goldwing guru, one of the last left in our area, and he is putting quite a bit of work into this bike, starting with the motor. Of course, like most of them, needed a carb clean when he bought it, right? And when he dismantled the carbs, they were a little bit crusty from sitting a long time, so he actually bought a replacement set of carburetors for it and cleaned them and tuned them and installed them on the stock original motor. This bike only has 30,000 miles on it. So just a little background on Sil Furtado, the guy who owned this bike. In his backyard, when I get to his house, he's got like 6 Goldwings, and he's just obsessed with Goldwings. I don't know. He's always got a Goldwing project going on. He's one of the few guys around that still knows how to super tune these carburetors so they run beautifully. So he took this and he made it kind of like a Harley Davidson Street Glide, if you will. He took off the big gaudy stock saddlebags, the big tour pack, stripped that down, and he shaved the front fairing down, which is what the Harley riders have been doing. When I saw it sitting in his yard, I was like, wow, that looks pretty cool. The profile of the windshield with it cut down in the dual mirrors, it just looks cool. It's got a Metzler Marathon, raised white letter front tire, so it looks a lot sportier than you'd expect a Goldwing to look. And part of that is he didn't black out the motor, but he put like a dark gray paint job. He painted the whole motor and the carb intakes with this dark gray after he rebuilt the carburetors and reinstalled them, and it kind of matches the dark gray on the two-tone paint job. It's a dark silver and dark gray paint job. These are notorious for long-distance cruisers, notorious for the reliability. It's a 4-cylinder motor. This one has 30,000, just broke 30,000 miles. Everything works on it. The turn signals, the headlight, the tail light, the high beam, the low beam, the stereo, and it's got this really cool digital dash on it, which to me seems a little bit ahead of its time, but it actually shows the speedometer miles in, your speed in digital. Like if you're doing, it'd be a 6.6 instead of a analog gauge like most bikes. And it's got a cool little cowling over it. It's got the Goldwing logos here. It has the voltage gauge. It's got your radio. Radio's still on right now. I turned it down so we wouldn't mess up our YouTube monetization. It's the original Honda Clarion stereo. You can see the Clarion speakers here. Easily upgraded. You can always upgrade the head unit to one with GPS, DVD. Has a built-in, the whole dash, everything here looks in mint shape. Has a built-in air ducts here for a hot summer day if you want to open those up, let some air through. The engine guards are in mint shape. No evidence of it ever being crashed or abused. It's got low miles. Still went through the bike front to back. You can see the rear rim was painted. The rear tire on it was also replaced. This is a Metzler. Take a look at this tire. It's got a new Metzler rear tire on it. It's a Marathon Ultra, perfect tire for this bike. It's got the original air suspension on the back. The original dual exhaust is in good shape. The engine crash guards are in good condition, and it's got a Metzler Marathon on the front. So they're matching tires, but the front one is a raised white letter. The back one's a black wall. So the rear tire was recently replaced. The front tire is a little bit older, but it's got, I'm going to say, 80% tread left.
I want to point something out. The front Honda emblem's falling down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, the front Honda emblem is missing one of the clips that holds it on. So we're going to repair that before we ship it out. Not a problem. So that's like a $20 decal. You can get them on eBay if you want to replace it with a new gold-plated one. But we'll make sure that's not falling off. Has a chrome Goldwing cover on the master cylinder. Front brakes have been serviced. Rear brakes have been serviced. Still went through the entire bike. This was his bike, and he was a mechanic, so he went through and changed all the fluids, the engine and rear drive shaft. All the fluids have been changed, and she's ready to go. It's not perfect. It's almost 40 years old, so it's got a little bit of patina, a couple scratches on the paint. It's got a little blem on the seat right here, which he patched. But if you're looking for a kick-ass bike that'll hold its own on the highway or anywhere, that you can ride cross country without spending a fortune, a low investment for a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. and it's traditional Honda quality, and it's barely broken in with 30,000 miles. Really, I have not much more to say. I think the bike kind of speaks for itself. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching. Good luck bidding, and God bless America. As I mentioned earlier, Sil is a total Goldwing aficionado. He's got a half a dozen of these in his stable. And this one he set up for sport touring, cut the windshield down, took the bags off in the backpack, and set it up to be more of a around town street cruiser slash sport touring. And it's nice, man. It's got the original Honda Clarion stereo. I believe it has heated seats on it. I'm 99% sure because the seats are warm. So I'm not sure how you turn them on or off because there's got to be a button here somewhere. But if you take a close look at the motor, take a close look at the rear drive shaft, and take a look at the rear wheel, you can see Sil took a lot of time and care. He said he had 40 hours into just the detailing of the bike, painting the rear rim, painting the axle, painting the engine, painting the carburetor intakes, polishing the whole thing to perfection. And you can see, it's a lot of work to do that type of detail-oriented work. And then he, of course, replaced the carburetor. It's got a brand new battery in it. The plugs have been changed. It's been tuned to perfection. All the fluids changed. And it rides like an absolute Cadillac, typical Goldwing performance cruiser. And these are designed to ride cross country, but it's handles good enough to take on the back roads or around town. Just a really smooth two-up bike for sure. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Again, tuned to the nines by Sil Furtado, the resident Honda guru, Goldwing guru. Check out the gauges, digital gauges, has a neutral, what gear you're in, the RPM, the temperature gauge, trip meter, everything, all the turn signals work, high beam, low beam, of course electric start, really nice piece. Has some nice compartments up on here to put your wallet or billfold or gun or whatever. Two storage compartments in the fairing. Really nice bike. He hooked up the fan manually, so there's an on-off button for the fan. I'm not sure why he did that. He explained why. It's got a cruise control.
Gets up the temp faster.
Is that why he did it? I don't know. Listen how nice this thing sounds. Honda quality, folks. A lot of life left in this. Low entry cost, and it's ready to ride. Thanks for watching, and God bless. Easy to put on the center stand. It's all in the technique. You just use your left foot, pull up with your right hand. Awesome piece. And as Christy and I pulled up, I was like, honey, I feel like we're in a Honda commercial from 1985. We got the 85 ATC, we got the Goldwing, we got the CR125, we got the 75 CL360, and the nice shadow there. So Honda quality. They say you meet the nicest people on a Honda. I think you meet the happiest people on a Honda. They're basically trouble-free joy, and they last for decades. So buy a Honda and ride off in the sunset today. And God bless America.